Hello lovers, welcome to the Butterfly Effect podcast hosted by myself, Lauren Amy. This is for those who are ready to take up space, who are living a soft life loudly and are ready to savor the sweetness in each moment. Here we're going to embrace transformation, the beauty of the in-between and the magic of becoming. So pull up a seat and listen in because life is delicious and it's about goddamn time we eat it up. Hello stunners, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What are we all doing inside? It's a freaking heatwave, honeys. Let's go paddleboarding. River Rat Diaries part 2. Let's go. Quite frankly, honeys, I don't think my feet have ever looked sexier. Anyway, we have the necessary attire, we have the necessary goodies in here. All we need to do now is get out on the friggin' water. Look how excited my knees are. Woo! Okay. Fucking hell, I was actually sweltering in this car. So, one thing about my car is that I'm pretty much always ready for some kind of adventure, and I think that's what I want to get into today. Being ready, being open, saying yes to adventure. So, I've got a picnic blanket in here. You never know when you want a little lunchtime frolic in a park, okay? I've got a bag full of yoga straps in here because you never know, I might want to tie my yogis up. No, I've got yoga mats galore in here. I've got another bag of myofascial release balls in the back of my car as well. And of course, we have the paddleboard. So I'm always ready. I'm always ready. When the sun is out, I'm ready. So, let's go. What you love, thunder only happens when it's raining. Woo! Come and then we'll go. Okay, we've arrived, parked in a lovely little shady spot. Now, I know some of you are curious as to which route I'm likely doing today, whether I'm going to meet my cow pals, but no, I'm doing a different route today. With this being the bank holiday and with this being the UK heatwave, I'm trying to see if I can go paddleboarding every day during this heatwave. And I don't know why I've done this to myself, because obviously I love paddleboarding, but pumping up the fucking board is probably going to kill me. And that's unfortunately what I've got to do now. Now I know I could just quite easily get an electric pump and that will solve all my problems, but there's something really satisfying and know that you've put your own sweat into pumping up that board. So I feel like I'm getting a workout at the same time, but really I could just get an electric pump and save myself a lot of hassle. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Let's go. God, I hate this already. This is where I actually need to do a cut where it's like a few moments later. Oh my life. Don't be fooled, children. It might look pumped up, but trust me, we are no way near there. Okay, we're in the green. I think I've probably got 10 more pushes to go. It's like I'm giving birth. Instead of a baby, I get a board. 18. 2 more for good luck. 19. 20. Do I have triceps yet? Can we see them? And, oh yeah. I'm not going to attempt to film myself getting on the board. That's just asking for trouble, isn't it? I will see you over there. And there we have it, huns. Let's see if I can get this set up nicely. Again, we're being really risky in the fact that I've just perched my camera on top of the board. Immediate calm, immediate zen, immediate presence, one with the water. As we keep going a little bit further up ahead, I'm going to see whether I can spy my turtle friend that I made yesterday. It was just this happy little turtle sunbathing on this stump of a branch. So we're going to see if we can find him again. The turtle was sunbathing just up here on the left. Let's see if little Willie is there again. No, I can see the stump that he was resting on and he's not there. That's such a shame. I wanted to see my Willie. Oh well, let's see what else we can find. Right now I'm heading for a tree shit. Okay, honeys, we're having a little pit stop. I'm just like holding on to the side of this so I don't float away. What the fuck is that? Oh shit. Is that an egg? It's cracked. It's got like feathers on it. That's an egg, isn't it? What do I do? Do I keep cracking it? No, I feel like I shouldn't crack it. But it's already cracked. Oh no, but what if there's a tiny baby inside? Honestly, the things I find out here. Anyway, I'm gonna try and not get too caught up about this forgotten egg. Check out this view that I have right now. Nature is really doing something right now. Look at that. Isn't that just so beautiful? Isn't that just utterly delicious? Wow. Whilst I'm just hanging out in this little canopy bit, let's have a little chat. I wanted to obviously talk about saying yes to adventure and actually asking yourself, how ready are you for an adventure? Because like adventure is out there, kids. And like, how open are we to it? Like, are in some ways, are we closing ourselves off of adventure? Are we limiting ourselves? Are we restricting ourselves? Are we holding ourselves back? Are we coming up with so many excuses because there's so many out there for why we shouldn't do the thing? You know, we talk ourselves out of so many things. And one of my favorite quotes, and I think I've again said this recently, you miss out on 100% of the shots that you don't take. Be ready for adventure. Say yes to adventure. Like literally look around you. If I look around me right now, nature is putting on like such a gorgeous display for me. And like, who am I to say no to that? Who am I to say no to myself as well? We say no to ourselves so many times. And like, yes, saying no is powerful, all right? But so is discernment. Knowing when to say no and knowing when to say yes. Trusting that feeling within your body, trusting that gut sense intuition, trust that felt sense experience. Like, you know when you want to say yes to something, and you also know when you want to say no to something. But why is it that we always do the opposite? Why is it that we're saying yes to the things that we don't want to do and say no to the things that we do want to do? Why do we say no to things like joy or pleasure or happiness or adventure and say yes to rush? We're keeping ourselves closed off from the simplest of joys in life and perhaps in some ways making things harder for ourselves. I think, when was the last time you took a chance on yourself and you thought, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway? You know, when was the last time you really trusted your own ability? When was the last time you trusted yourself, believed in yourself so hard that you could do the thing, that you could take whatever action needed to do that thing? And like, when was the last time you actually owned who you are? I had this real thought pop into my head. I was driving back from Hills class and I literally said to myself, Lauren, when was the last time you owned who you are? And I was like, oh. Oh my God. Sorry guys, this dog has come out of nowhere. Hey. Oh my God, I thought that was Bertie. Oh. Hello, how are you? I'm filming, by the way, so I hope that's okay. Hello, Bert Bert. I was literally looking at it like, I swear that's Bertie. How are you?
I'm all right.
Hey, Bert Bert. Hi. Please don't try and climb on the board. Oh my God. Hey, Bert Bert. I'm just filming your dog.
And so I'm learning later in life.
Yeah.
I'm learning the skills of saying no and just doing what stuff for me.
Yeah. Being a little bit selfish is a good thing. And what I feel a lot of people do is that they say no to the things that they do want to be doing, but say yes to the things that they don't actually really want to be doing. It's like the opposite. So it's almost like learning that discernment of actually figuring out what it is you actually want to do and then consciously choosing that instead.
Okay, how old are you?
Oh, how old do you think I am now?
18. most people are caught up in families, the job, the mortgage.
Yeah.
I've got to do this, I've got to do that.
Yeah.
And they go down the tubes and they lose sight. Well, I've done it. Lose sight of themselves. Everybody should dream, right? Because if you don't dream, you can't imagine.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's beautiful. Look at you coming out with the one-liners. If you can't dream, you can't imagine. Yeah.
It's true, actually.
Yeah. Do you still have a dream?
Oh, lots of them.
Yeah, what's your dream?
Right. I want to keep this boat.
Yeah.
First thing I'm going to do is circumnavigate the UK.
Okay, cool,
I'm
nice.
going to go up the east coast of the UK.
Yeah, nice.
What I would really like to do is one of my dreams. I want to sail into the Baltic.
Okay, wow.
You don't expect this. 10 minutes.
No, I love this kind of chat. I live and breathe this kind of stuff.
So if you meditate, I meditate when I'm walking.
Yeah, it's like a moving meditation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like paddleboarding can be a meditation. There's a beautiful quote as well where it's like, well, I don't know if this is the exact quote, but it's like everyone's just trying to find their way home. So like all the people you come across, they're all in their own way trying to find their way home. Not like a physical house, but a place that feels like home, or even if that's just a place within themselves. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
again, your
A
dream.
quest almost.
Yeah, yeah.
A holy grail.
Well, it's all like the stages we all have to go through. It's like you go to school, you finish school, you maybe go to university or you get an apprenticeship. And then you go straight into the big wide world, and the aim is to get a job and get a career and then meet a person, get married, have kids, buy a house, get a mortgage. It's like a...
I was the same. I'll go have a girlfriend and oh yeah, I'm going to get married. Yeah, that's right. That's what you do next.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Just following that pattern. Almost like you're doing what you're being told to do as well.
Yeah, I'll let you get on with that.
Oh, it was nice. It was nice bumping into you. And go do that dream. Go sail around the UK.
I've got a bucket list.
Yeah,
My own personal.
a fuck it list.
Yeah.
Have you seen the film, The Bucket List? With, oh my God, you would love this film.
I've got two morals in life. I always try never to hurt anybody. You can never succeed at that.
Yeah,
But you can do your best.
yeah,
And if I can help somebody, I will.
yeah.
In whatever form that is.
Cute.
Like, are you going to be teaching yoga forever? Are you happy?
I'd
with
like
your-
to be.
Are you happy with your lot?
I
You haven't
am.
bought a boat yet.
No, I haven't bought my boat yet. And it's still something like every time I go past Prime Marina, I'm still like, maybe. But I don't know, I think I'm content with where I'm at now. Yes, I'd obviously like love to get a house. I'd love to like own a place for myself.
You're on your own.
Yeah. But I love the fact that I could just do anything. Like I could go anywhere if I wanted to. Yes, I've like got my business here and I've got my yogis here, but
You
also,
could do it online.
yeah, well that's what I'm doing as well. So I'm now teaching online. So I suppose it does give me a little bit more flexibility and does give me a little bit more freedom. But I'm not put on this earth to be a millionaire and get all the money.
Take it with you.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm more than happy just enjoying what I have now and making the most out of what I have now.
Your health,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Yeah, everyone's like, whenever you get like a hobby or something, no matter how small it is, everyone's like, how can we make money out of this?
Yeah.
And it's like, you can just enjoy the hobby, you can just enjoy the thing without needing to make
It's
money.
not. When are you going to take your paddleboard?
Whenever you want to go paddleboarding.
I'll get your number of flats.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll get a paddleboard. We can go down as far as Cambridge. And then back.
All the way to Cambridge, Jesus.
Then it becomes like an anchor around your neck.
Yeah,
If you don't like it,
Yeah.
it's because you're obligated to it.
yeah.
And I've got all this stuff around my neck. You haven't.
Yeah.
You haven't.
Yeah.
That's why I like your style.
Yeah.
Because you can actually say, I might do that, I might not.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the urge to have kids?
Only when I was with my long-term ex, like we were together 8 years, and like at the time, I was like, same old thing. I was like, okay, well this is obviously who I'm going to marry, and then we're obviously going to have kids because that's obviously what happens, right? But then, obviously, we realised that we'd grown apart from one another, and obviously that's another story for another day. But actually, it got to the point during the end of that relationship where I was like, do I actually really want this? Do I want the big wedding? Do I want kids? Or do I actually just want to really, truly like know myself? But again, people could say that I'm selfish for that.
You must have had a epiphany moment
Yeah, it kind of was like an
When you
epiphany.
speak up, you didn't expect to have this conversation.
No, I'm loving it. It's great. Lots of people do what we think we ought to do rather than the thing we want to do. Again, we're so busy thinking like outside of ourselves and how we're perceived and how we want to be perceived, hence why we go and fill out this like checklist of things.
Hiya! I'm just chatting up this gorgeous girl here.
Problems, oh yeah?
Yeah, he's going to come paddleboarding with me. Hello, I know you as well. I'm good, how are you?
See you later.
Bye.
See you later, big Bertie.
Bye, take care guys.
So I used to be 6'6" once, but
Gravity.
later.
Well, it's lovely to bump into you.
You talk too much.
Yeah, fair. But I'm quite happy just solo slapping.
You're happy in your own skin.
Yeah. I'm not one to wait to do the things that I want to do.
If you wait around for other people,
You're never going to do it.
you're never going to.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the fear of being seen trying new things as well.
Not a I don't care attitude, but you've got to have an ambivalent attitude to say, I don't care if you're laughing at me.
Yeah.
You know, you don't mind if people are laughing at you and you're just, you know.
No. I make myself laugh all the time. I think I'm hilarious. And I think as long as I'm having a good time, and again, if I'm not hurting anyone, what's the harm in it? Bye, Richard. Take care. That was so sweet. That was so cute. Completely unexpectedly bumping into my friend's dad. I have no idea what I was saying previously. Something about owning yourself, but I feel like that conversation that I just had is pretty much exactly what I was getting at. I'm thinking let's maybe paddle a little bit further. I'm going to put the camera on charge for a bit and then I'll hopefully remember what on earth I was saying previously. That was such a cute little interaction. And yet another example of why I love paddleboarding so much, because you never know who you're going to meet, even just walking their dogs or out on the water, boat people, and you just end up having like these little meet cutes. Just then ended up being like a full-on philosophical chat, but that is usually how I roll with people. But again, anyway, what I was saying before is like, when was the last time you owned who you are and owned all that you represent and fully owned like what inspires you, what you are passionate about, what thrills you, what excites you, and like just own it. Sometimes I feel like we almost get shy about the things we enjoy, or we don't want to enjoy things too loudly. Again, it's like what I was saying, we're all sometimes afraid of being seen and afraid of being perceived, that again we hold ourselves back from so much. And I loved what he had to say then, where it was like to be able to have a dream is to be able to have an imagination. And I've said this a couple of times before in class, your imagination can be such a like fascinating tool to use in meditation, in mindfulness, in manifestation, because without imagination, without being as descriptive and, I don't know, as precise with the language that you're using and the image you are creating, how is it that we are manifesting the things we want to do and the things we want to welcome into our lives, you know? To have a dream is to have an imagination. That's lovely. I'm going to remember that one. And I really hope he does seek out his dream. I don't know if you guys heard it. He said he's got a dream to basically sail around the UK pretty much. And I really hope he does that. I really want that for him. I suppose what I'm getting at is like fully owning all that you are. Every past version of you, all that it took to get you here. And for the future version of you as well. Perhaps letting this imagination, letting this dream bridge the gap. Or perhaps the imagination is what allows you to bridge this gap between who you are now and who you're always destined to be, and what it is that you're destined to achieve. So again, use your imagination. And again, nature is just putting on such a gorgeous display for us right now. Nature is in full play. The sun has come out to play, and so too must we. So how are we playing with possibility? How are we playing with adventure? How are we saying yes to ourselves? And actually, saying no is one thing, yeah, but when you feel something within your soul like, yes, that is exactly what I want to do. Yes, that is something that's really gonna thrill me right now. Yes, that like full body mind, body, spirit, soul. Like, oh my God. Glorious. Yeah, how can we keep ourselves open to adventure? So how can we let our imagination come to life, open ourselves up to that possibility? And again, it's all coming back to this idea of like your full bloom. We're in our full bloom now. Nature is in like its full, most expansive, vibrant setting, season. Let's arrive into that too. So be ready for adventure, even if it means always having a paddleboard in your car or always having a picnic blanket on your passenger seat. And you know what actually felt really good in that conversation just then is like, he asked me, like, are you happy with your lot, with what you have? And yeah, there's things that could be better. There's always something that I'm working on, but I think that's the type of person I am. I'm always going to want to be bettering myself in some way. But I know I wasn't put on this earth to be a millionaire, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. And maybe I'm pretty content with actually not having a house and not having the big relationship and not having that big family. I have me, I have my health, I have my paddleboard. Maybe that's all that's needed. At least for now, this will do. This will more than do. I have all of this around me. Fucking hell. All of this around me. Insane. Again, I'm gonna spin this around so you can see. Guys, honestly, this is what you get when you say yes to adventure. Are you kidding me? Are you being serious right now? Are you being for real? I think that conversation was actually a real lesson there in not settling for what you think you ought to be doing. And again, just reaching out and creating space for the things that you want to be doing. Again, we're so programmed, we're so set up to get the house, to have the big wedding, to have the big family, to have the big career. And it's like we've got to get all our ducks in a row, we've got to do all these things by a certain time in order to be deemed worthy or to be deemed successful. This right here, this is my level of success. I'm feeling pretty rich right now, rich in possibility, rich in adventure, rich in life, rich in imagination. Okay, honeys, somehow it's already 20 past 8. The sun is setting. I should probably go home. I'm still here. I ended up having another little meet cute. I had a little interaction with some lovely South African boys. Love that for me. May have given one of them my number. Is he likely to message me? Probably not, let's face it. But anyway, that was cute. But anyway, this has been another lovely one for the River Rat Diaries. What a joy. I've had so many lovely interactions today. Again, I got completely distracted during this one where I had a point of discussion and then it all just went a bit haywire in bumping into my friend's dad and then bumping into some other people I know and then meeting some strangers. So what was I saying? Well, I hope it kind of just emphasised the point. Just say yes to adventure. Be ready for adventure. You never know what's coming your way. It's just open yourselves up to the possibility of things. Don't be afraid to seek out more. Don't be afraid to say yes to yourself and really own all that you are. You know, own what inspires you, own what makes you tick, own whatever it is you've been thinking about, own whatever ideas have been, brimming at the back of your mind. Own it all. Own the entirety of you. And again, we've had this gorgeous heat wave that has got us all outside, playing in the water, outside, barbecues, seeing friends, seeing family. Nature is out to play, and so must we. This is it, honeys. This is our full fucking bloom. And how are we gonna fucking own it? What are we gonna do with it? It's here now, there's no denying it. Full bloom is here. And we've been leading up to this for so long. We've been preparing ourselves for so long. So what are we gonna do now? Stay inside? Fuck no. Really let your imagination like run wild. Like I said before, your imagination can be like a fascinating tool in creating opportunities for yourself, really visualizing the thing, whatever that is. And like my pal said, to have a dream is to have an imagination. And I just think that's fucking lovely. And let's use that imagination to bridge the gap between who we are now and who we are destined to be. And I think that is a quote from Florence Given. And I have seen some recent hate for Florence Given, actually, which is no surprising. I feel like that comes around every year or so, where it's just people, again, getting angry at another woman for being who she is and for taking up space. And it's just, I understand some of the points. This is going on a bit of a tangent here. Like, I do understand some of the points with it, and how they're holding her to such a high standard, and she's meant to be this feminist, and she's got this big platform of like 1 million followers. So why is she discussing this? Why isn't she discussing that? And I'm like, are you discussing these topics? And like, have that same energy towards your politicians, towards your local government, right? Why are we targeting this one woman who's not responsible for being the voice of the world?
Sorry, hon. I'm getting a bit scared.
Is this your first time?
Oh, you're the yoga girl? I
Yeah.
follow you on Instagram.
Oh my god, hey!
Hi, nice to meet you with paddling. That's so cool.
Yeah. What's your name?
Did you the other week? 'Cause I wanted to go with one of your classes.
Oh my god, yeah, come along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh my God, I will.
Yeah, I'm a big paddleboarder as well, so yeah, I'm happy to join you out for a paddle. Hello.
I mean, this is a mine, this is his, I'm borrowing.
You're doing so well. Just careful not to go into the riverbank.
Maybe paying attention.
I mean, I am distracting you, so.
But good steering also. Oh, are you?
Yeah, hi. You'd be so welcome to come along.
When's your next paddle?
I'm trying to go every day this week.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I'll message you on the ground.
Yeah, pop me a message and we'll go for a paddle. Yeah, so fun. Yeah, no worries.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. That's so funny. Are you the yoga girl? Yes, I am. Yoga girl / river rat / chaos demon / calm yogi zen master. Wow, that's a lot of layers. I think I really need to update my my profile with all that I am. Again, that's another thing. You're allowed to evolve. You're allowed to change. And like Florence Given, like again, just tying it back in with that. When she first started out, she was properly known as a feminist, and I think she's just maybe like softened her approach in that arena, because you're never going to please everyone, and there's so many different waves of feminism now. Like even I struggle to keep up with it, and all I see Florence Given as is a representative for women who have been kept small, who have been afraid to take up space, who are unsure how to take up space. And she's just reminding us, like, it's okay. It's okay to do all these things. It's okay to feel joyful. It's okay to, like, give things a go, to try. And, like, anytime I see videos, like, slating her or criticizing her, I'm just like, ugh, this is just another thing of people trying to take a woman down, you know? It's like everyone jumps on the bandwagon. And like it comes around every year or so, you'll see a video pop up being like, can I just talk about Florence Given for a second? And it's like, oh, here we go. Whether you like someone, whether you like what they stand for, like what they represent, or whether you don't, my point out here is that I really can't stand it, is where people bring others down in order to make themselves look better. Again, they're criticizing a woman for just being who she is and just being happy. Like, there's so much going on in the world, and if we were to try and comment on every single thing, we'd be so exhausted. We'd be so mentally drained. Can a woman be goddamn excited about her life and what she's doing and what she's creating for herself? Yes, I get it, she's got a platform, and yes, she could, like, speak up for people who don't necessarily have a platform, but at the same time, she's just a woman, just doing her best at life in the same way we all are. Anyway, that was a real tangent there. I think it's just in general just a reminder to us all that it's not your job to solve the world's problems. Yes, we can speak up for the things that matter. And yes, that comes from so much privilege. I know that. And I know that I am so lucky and I am so grateful. But that doesn't take away the fact that I had to work for this too. There's a full ass trolley in the river down there. I know I said I usually collect rubbish. I ain't collecting that. Okay, we're slowly coming back into town now. There was a really suspicious sound coming from the bushes. Don't know if there was some canoodling in the bushes happening over there. I'm just gonna cruise on by and act like I didn't hear or see anything. Okay, let's try and get off this thing safely. Why is it as soon as I turn my camera off, another funny interaction happens? I just had two men being like, oh, do you need help getting out of the water? Nah, I'll be alright. But if I fall in, then save me. Alright, another day. Another successful dismount. Let's get this baby put away to bed. Until tomorrow. Feisty. So the best way to deflate the board is to just fucking lie on it. That will do. Whew. Okay, so I think that wraps up another successful paddle. Day 3 out of 3 so far. Let's see if we can make it day 4 tomorrow. But yeah, with that, I think I will wrap this episode up here. I hope you enjoyed another run of the River Rat Diaries. I had fun. So many gorgeous interactions today. And again, this is what I mean. When you say yes to things, when you say yes to adventure, when you start doing the thing, things start happening. Lovely. Alright honeys, I hope you enjoyed. I'm hopefully going to do another vlog soon because it is the Bloom and Breathe day retreat this weekend and I might see if I can vlog the whole thing. We'll see about that one, but stay tuned. Wish us luck. Have a gorgeous rest of your day, a gorgeous rest of your Wellness Wednesday. Enjoy the sun. The sun is out to play and so must we. Go Stunners, I love you, go thrive. Mwah! Alright Stunners, thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Butterfly Effect podcast. I hope it has left you feeling suitably inspired. And as always, please don't forget to rate and review, like and subscribe, all those lovely things, as not only does this help the podcast grow, but it also helps us to reach more beautiful souls who need to hear these conversations. And of course, come hang out with me over on Instagram and TikTok at LaurenAmyYD and follow the pod at butterflyeffect.pod. You can also dive deeper into yoga, meditations, poetry, and so much more with me over on Patreon. Until next time, keep living a soft life loudly because you know you deserve it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Mwah!